I'm sorry I wasn't able to schedule a notification because I'm still new at this. But I'm here today to do a live crystal sale. I hope everybody can find their way to me. Um, I've got my partner here helping me out. We were trying to figure out how to coordinate the computer with the phone so that we could go live to do this. She'll be manning the chat for me from that end. I'm just waiting for some people to pop in. Got it? Okay. So I'm just waiting for some people to pop in before we start talking about all of these beautiful, amazing crystals. But in the meantime, I'm going to give you guys a preview of my shop here. So, oops, I'm kicking glass doors now. So behind me here, I've got shelves full of all of my jewelries. Today I'm not going to do a jewelry sale. We're just going to talk about some crystals. We've got somebody here. I don't see the chat. Sorry, guys. It's not opening. Okay, hold on 1 minute here. What's this? Live chat. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. This is all trial and error at this point, and she's trying to man the computer. Hey, everybody. So right now, I cannot see the chat on my end. You might want to go out and try to come back in. Sorry, guys. We're new at this. There we go. Okay. Okay, wait. Why can't we see the chat? Sorry, guys. This is...
That's right here.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So who's talking here? We've got who? Kayla?
Sarah.
Sarah? Oh, hi, Sarah. Nice to see you.
Blossom is on.
And who?
And I said hello earlier.
Blossom?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Blossom. Nice to see you. So we've got like 6 in the chat now. So that's got a little bit of a delay. I've got to go away from that computer. That's going to throw me for a loop. Okay, so all right, guys, we're not going to do the jewelry today. Today we're looking at crystals. This is my very first time of doing a live stream, so I'm new at this. Please bear with me. I actually have this open to the public, which is also new for me. Normally, I only have subscribers only mode, so please be nice and kind in the chat. Hello, everybody. This is the United States. I see Sierra is asking. This is the United States, Washington State to be exact. So I'm new at this. This is new. I'm used to having my crystals at a physical location. Unfortunately, there was such a big problem with theft there, and if I couldn't be there every day, it was just happening every day. So I went ahead and decided to move all of my stuff home, and I'm going to go online with it. So I'm just going to show some of what I have today. If anyone is interested in asking any questions about anything you see, feel free to drop a question in the chat. Hi, Taurus girl. Nice to see you. So let's go ahead and just start with some of these pieces. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put a light on them. If you guys want to look at them closer, just let me know. So I'm going to turn my camera around if I can and show you some of these pieces here. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so if the hard thing is there's not great lighting on the bottom half of this case. See how or on the top half, the bottom half is so much better. I've got to get better lighting up here. But if there's anything, hi Dean. Hey Dean. If there's anything you see here that you would like me to take down, it's deceiving the sizes of them just by looking at the shelf. As you see, this is a big piece, a big chunky piece of citrine. But when it's sitting up here in the shelf, it looks teeny tiny, right? So if there's anything you see here, you guys, that you want to ask about hi Sam, before I start talking about them, I'm just going to give you a quick peek. So these down here are the smaller ones. And as you see, so the taller ones are up top. I've got mid-size and smaller ones here. These ones are just little figurines. So I'm just going to give you guys a quick peek first. And then I'm going to pull some. Isn't that cool? That's a jade $1 bill. Okay. I do have my crystal confetti here, and I'm doing the crystal confetti scoops. And then I've got all of my hearts and spheres up here. I will get better lighting eventually. I also sell loose stones if people are interested, and I'll talk about those more later. Okay, let me turn this back around now that you got a peek. Okay. I'm wondering if I shouldn't get like a better holder. Can you move that tablet and hand me that stand thing right there so that I can set my phone down? Sorry, guys. Awesome. Thank you. All right, I'm going to set it right here. Okay. Okay, guys. So I'm going to grab a few pieces and talk about them. I'm going to start with this guy. So this one is actually milky. This is a rare stone. I'm going to show some of my rare ones first. I wish I could raise this higher because I'm like looking down on everybody. Sorry, guys. I'm working with what I got here. This is called Milky Aquamarine. This one is actually quite rare. So this is an aquamarine. There's some hematite in there. Okay. Let me talk about this guy. I got notes. So, one thing I want to say to you guys is crystals are pretty. They're beautiful. They're gorgeous. You know, conversation pieces. People use them for jewelry. But crystals are medicine, okay? There's energy that comes off of these that heals in different ways. Obviously, and I always say this, intention is everything. So intention is the baseline. But there are specific energies that come off of these stones that you can work with using intention, using your meridians, your chakras, to work with these energies, distribute them throughout your body for very intentional reasons, and they work. I am living testimony. I am 15 years into an MS diagnosis where I was supposed to be in a wheelchair by now, where someone else is supposed to be doing everything for me, and I have defied every prognosis that has been placed on me. And I've also refused most medications that have been placed on me in lieu of these. Okay, so living proof. That's why I'm here doing this. The Milky Aquamarine is a rare stone. This is on the more expensive end, just because it's more rare and you won't find a whole lot of this. This has a spiritual significance that brings calm, serene, gentle, cleansing energy. This promotes relaxation. Hi, Lisa. It reduces the stress. So the energy that comes off of this is a very calm, sedative, relaxing. This helps with meditation a lot. So the Milky Aquamarine helps with meditation. We'll let you know either way on the outcome of test. Okay. Okay, good. I'm not sure what test you're talking about. You mean this test? The test of this stream working? Dean, are you having a test done today? Sending you high vibes, okay? So this is a stone that is, I would suggest if you're going to do crystal healing, this is a stone that is good for an introductory type energy. It's very calm, peaceful, relaxing. It doesn't stir up the energies too much. This is for someone who's seeking a kind of a more mellow approach to crystal healing. This is for someone who's seeking a just a more gentle type approach. Like I said, promotes relaxation. This, like I said, with meditation, this one helps you to look inward. It helps you to connect with your subconscious, the higher self. A lot of people use this one when they're working with like inner reflection, self-reflection, and personal growth, like spiritual personal growth. This, like I said, helps communicate with the higher self. Where is it found? This one is found in Brazil, Nigeria, India, China, and Mozambique. Mozambique? I don't know. Mozambique. So wherever that is, I don't want to butcher that name. Also found in a few places in the United States and in Pakistan. This is 7.5 to 8 on the Hammond's hardness scale, meaning this is a very solid, yes.
Lisa wants to know if it works with shadow work.
This is not a good one with shadow work. I would not suggest this one with shadow work. It's a little too mellow. This would be like throwing if you were going to work with shadow work with this one, it would be like throwing an aspirin at a broken foot, kind of. It's a little too mellow for that. This does promote healing, so maybe in conjunction with a different, like the stones that I do have for shadow work. I have a really good stone for shadow work. Who's asking that? Lisa. Lisa, are you looking for one with shadow work? I've got a good one for that. 2 of them actually. So we've got we've got golden obsidian. Golden obsidian is this guy here. It's got that gold sheen to it. I've got lots of golden obsidian. I'm just showing you a piece of what it looks like. So this is just a little tiny golden obsidian sphere. I've got some golden obsidian in the towers, and I've got some big chunks of it down here too. Golden obsidian is amazing for doing shadow work. Also, the black moonstone. So this is a black moonstone. Do you see? Sorry, guys. Oh my goodness. Okay. Do you see the sheen? Do you see that like little sheen that it does here? Anyways, I thought I was going to accidentally cover that up with the sticker, but you see that sheen? Isn't that cool? That's not a crack. That's actually like a sheen. It just does. But so black moonstone is really good for shadow work. Golden obsidian is really good for shadow work. Another one that's good for shadow work is the snowflake obsidian as well. So with the shadow work, I'm so confused. How is Crystal Loves Tarot?
I just said hello. I'll go through here.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
You had to come in through my other TikTok or my other YouTube? That's my other YouTube channel. Weird.
That's what I'm saying.
I have another YouTube channel. It's called Crystal Loves Tarot, and all I do is unboxings. But somehow, that is the one Autumn opened up on my computer. How weird. Anyways, the snowflake obsidian is also really good for shadow work. Hi, Grunge Truck. Nice to see you. Today feels like a rebirth of spring in western Pennsylvania. Really? It's kind of that way here a little bit. We've got some sunshine.
Jessie says hello.
Hi, Jessie.
Beautiful crystals. And then Shirley's on. She says beautiful.
Hi, Shirley. Grunge Truck says first short day 2025.
And
okay.
Amy's on here too.
Hi, Amy. Nice to see you guys. Another good one for working with shadow work, because it's super grounding, Lisa, is the Kambala jasper. Some people call this crocodile jasper. This one's, it has the earth energy, so it's very grounding, and it really holds your energy solid to the earth while you're trying to work through those shadow things. But Kambala jasper, or people call it crocodile jasper, nebula stone is another word people use for it. Don't ask me how I remember these things. It just popped into my head. But yeah, this is another really good one. for working. And look at how beautiful that is. Oh my goodness. I've got a ton of this stuff. Here's a smaller one. Super interesting. You can look at it for a long time because it has a lot. Here's an even smaller one. The best though, the absolute best for working with shadow work, Lisa, is the black onyx or black obsidian. This is black obsidian. And I've got towers. I've got loose black obsidian. I have little chunks and pieces of black obsidian all over my house. You should be putting a piece of this in all four corners of your house. And probably in all four corners of every room in your house. This is really good for warding off negativity, negative vibes. Super, super important. Baseline in your crystal arsenal, you should have a lot of the black obsidian. I go into people's houses. I always have these in my pocket. And so I'll go around to people's houses and I plant these in their houses and they don't even know it. Okay, let me move forward. Let's look at some other stuff here. Here's a beautiful one. This is a red orange carnelian agate heart. Isn't that pretty? It's kind of in this. Let me take it out. See it better. Look at those inclusions and veins. Oh my gosh. So I didn't write any notes on this one, mainly because it's carnelian. So carnelian has a base. Do you see that? Can you hand me that crystal book right there? Carnelian comes in variations of red, orange, some darker reds and orange. I have some carnelian in here. Carnelian has like a base energy, and then you add so the way I learn with the variations of stones, it's been my experience, and the way I've learned is that there is a base energy that comes with a mineral, and then it changes according to the colors and the inclusions of other minerals and stuff that are in it. So for the carnelian, this comes from the Czech Republic, Great Britain, Iceland, India, Peru, Romania. Colors orange, brownish orange, reddish orange. This is for security, safety, promotes courage, amplifies and provides energy, promotes willpower and determination, aids in overcoming abuse, and increases vitality. This is one my son worked with a lot in his sobriety. This made him feel optimistic. He would tell me that it made him feel self-confident and optimistic. So that's what it brought for him. So isn't that a pretty one?
Dean wants to see the black obsidian tower.
Dean wants to see the black obsidian tower. Okay, let me put this guy back in his little perch. Okay. This is oh my gosh, look how fingerprinted up it is. Let me shine it up a bit, Dean. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is she's a big girl. This is 256 grams. And then I've got this one as well. This one has a little bit of carnelian in it. But it is a black obsidian with carnelian. And I want to say a little bit of flower agate right there. Just a little bit. But there's this one as well. And this one is 74 grams.
Dean wants to know how much is that.
Which one? Both of them? Okay, let me get my scale going. Okay, so 256. Oops, So Dean, this one would be $38.40. $38.40 for this guy. And this one, $14. Okay. So there you go. Sorry they're so fingerprinted up. You want both of them? Okay, Dean's taking both of these guys. Great picks. Great picks. All right. Yep. Set them on that pillow over there. Don't let Bruce get up there. Thank you, Dean. Great picks. Okay, I'm going to show some citrine. I have it in some different form or some different. Here we go.
Grunge Truck wants to know what's done to protect him.
For protection?
They're always on the move.
Okay. So you're somebody who's moving, who's always on the move. Okay.
Wants to know if there's like a birthstone.
A birthstone?
Yeah.
Okay, so Lisa, I'll get with you privately on how to pay because once we're done. So once we get done with the live, I'll get with you guys privately on how to pay and so I can get your shipping information and all of that. So did you write down the price of those? Okay.
One was 14. Lisa, one was
the small one is 14.
14.
And then I am so bad I already forgot. Hold on. What's the grams on that big one again? 256. $256. Okay. $38.40. So here's the thing, you guys. I'm very fair on my prices. I am very fair. You're going to pay a lot more with going to other people because most people charge like $150 per kilogram. I'm 75, so I'm literally half. Okay, so let's see. What can we use for protection on the go? You know what? I would say a really good one. Where's my, oh, here it is. For protection on the go. Euperlite. I would say Euperlite. So obviously black obsidian, the black stones are going to be really good for protection. They repel negative energy. So if you're going to do like black tourmaline, tourmaline is more a rougher stone. So black tourmaline would be a really good one for protection on the go. I don't have any right now. That one sells really fast because of the protective use of it. But Euperlite is also a really good one. Euperlite happens to be UV reactive. And it's fairly new on the market. Hi, Rhonda. So look at this one, Grunge Truck. Was always attracted to the sun as a Leo. So you're a Leo. Okay. I'm going to show you what Euperlite does. If you can see it. Do you see what Euperlite does here? It is UV reactive. So it will look like burning embers on it. This is a firestone. So this might actually resonate for you, Grunge Truck, because you are interested in the sun. This is a firestone. I've got a ton of Euperlite just because it's new on the market and everybody loves it.
Know how much it is.
How much is this one? Okay. Let's see. This one is 98 grams. Let me see here. This would be $14. And I've got one that's a little bit bigger. So this one is 98 grams. This one is 128. So you can see the size diff. the one that's 120. I've actually got a ton of this. I like this one, Sam, because it has a lot of mahogany jasper in the Euperlite, and so you see those red spots on there. This one has a lot more than a regular Euperlite would have on it. I like the mahogany jasper for the grounding, the root chakra grounding effect of it. The one, that one, oops. Let's see, that one would be 19. So this one's 14, this one's 19. I've got a bunch of these in this size. So Sam, if you're interested. Hi, Ginger! So happy to see you. But I've got this in the spheres as well. The Euperlite. This one's an extraordinarily fiery one.
Sam wants one with the jasper.
You want the one with the jasper, the one that's 19? Okay. It's claimed. So $19. And this one is the 128 grams. Thank you, Sam. If anyone else is interested in some Euperlite, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more towers of that guy.
Dean wants to know if you have a crystal that's based around an Egyptian tower.
Egyptian. Let me see. Gosh, I was just reading about one last night. Oh, this one. This is called shungite. This is gray shungite. And apparently because it's such a hard stone, this is like 9.5 on the Mons hardness scale, the shungite. And because this is such a hard stone, they used this a lot with the Egyptian artwork. So there's this one. I've only got one of these. This one's relatively rare. Let me look into that for you, Dean, and I'll get back with you on the next sale with some more accurate information on that for you. Let me show you a couple of my favies here, just because. Let's look at this one. This is a peach moonstone. We have an eclipse coming up this week. We have an eclipse. So I'm really focusing on the moonstones this week myself.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sweetheart. So like myself, I'm working with the moonstones right now because we've got this lunar eclipse coming up. And so here's a really pretty one. This is actually a peach moonstone. And I love this one. There's some spots in here where you can see really deep down into it. But isn't that gorgeous?
Shirley wants to know what day.
What day? The 14th. The eclipse is on the 14th. One of my beautiful friends from the tarot class yesterday informed me that, was it you, Ginger? I think it was you, Ginger, that told me about that's the day. It is the 14th. I did look into that, and it absolutely is on the 14th. Also, I'm loving the pink amethyst, which is also relatively new on the market. It is a very, very, very pale actual lavender. And in my opinion, it's more, what do you think? Is that more of a lavender than a pink? Yeah, it's like a pale lavender, but I love the pink amethyst. They all have little drusies in them. I've got some beautiful towers of this. Well, these are not towers, these are obelisks, sorry. But this one's really lavender. I don't think my camera.
I am Ginger. She said hi to me.
Oh. So this is a pink amethyst obelisk. Here's another. This one's got a little bit of flower opal trying to pop out there. Flower agate.
Ginger wants to know how much for the round ones.
For the sphere? This one?
Mm-hmm.
Ginger, are you talking about the pink amethyst one? How much are the round?
Yes.
This one? Okay, let me look. This one is 208 grams. Oops, sorry. This one would be 31. So the pink amethyst is a little bit more expensive. It does go higher on the price. So this is the size of it. This one would be 31. And it's got a little bit of flower opal poking out right there. Why do I keep saying flower opal? Flower agate poking out right there too. It's got some really pretty druzy on the inside. But yeah, so the pink amethyst is going to be just a little bit more pricey. Some of the crystals will be a little bit more pricey. Did you want this one, Ginger? Excuse me. Your mom said, "Good job, Starseed Autumn."
Thank you, Mom.
This is such a sweet little energy that comes off this one, honestly. I've got one about twice this size. You're going to think on it? Okay. Honestly, it's a sweet little energy that comes off this one. It's very delicate. Like, I would put this in a baby's room. I would put this in a baby's room, in a young person's room for the energy, because it's very sweet and innocent feeling and very light and airy. Like, literally when I hold this, I think of like a little girl giggling. Like, that's what the energy it gives me. Like, it makes me feel like this giddy, happy, like, you know how little kids wake up and they've got like their whole day ahead of them and they're just excited about the day and nothing bad has happened yet, so they're really in a good mood. That's the energy. See, there's my hair standing on end. That's spirit confirmation. That's the energy that comes off this. I've got one about, well, maybe even 3 times this size. I've got a big pink amethyst. And when I'm having an extraordinarily hard day, or I'm having a day where I just feel like everyone and the cards are stacked against me, I'll just go hang out with that guy for a while, and it really does bring me to a peaceful place. Here's a cool one. This one's really good with shadow work too. I just remembered. This is also good. Oh, Dean, this one is linked back to the Egyptian. Okay. This is fairly rare too. This is not zebra jasper. Everyone looks at this and they think it's zebra jasper. This is not zebra jasper. This is Taji jasper. Taji jasper, fairly rare. But this is a big, heavy, this is a heavy stone. It reminds me of a pool ball, just the size of it. But and the weight of it, it's just so heavy. But this is Taji jasper. Isn't that cool? I don't know a whole lot about this stone yet. This is new to me. When I got my last crystal haul, this came in that haul. But I think it looks really cool. So it's almost like the yin and yang with the black and white. And this is not a crack. It looks like it, but it's not a crack. I promise you it is not a crack. That is a literal line. That's a striation that goes right through it. So that's a natural occurrence. But Taji jasper, fairly rare. Thank you, Rhonda. Here's a beautiful one. This is a rare one. This one's going to be on the pricey end.
Lisa wants to know, being asked if shipping goes off by weight.
No, actually it doesn't. I use a company called Pirate Ship, and I can't give you an exact amount, Lisa, on how much it's going to be to ship to you guys, because I don't have your zip code. So like, I would have to be able to plug in, and I can't do it while I'm on the phone or while I'm online, because I have to have it's on my phone. So I'll have to get back with you. I'll get back with you on Facebook, on Messenger, and let you know exactly what the shipping price is. But no, it doesn't. That's why I chose Pirate Ship. They go according to the area. If it's a very difficult place to get packages to, it's going to be more expensive. How many times that they ship to that area is also, it matters. So it depends on where you're at, and I need your shipping information before I can give you a 100% answer on that. And okay, so and you know what? I love that he's thinking about getting more. I will be back. I'm going to be doing this 2 or 3 times a week. This is now my job. So since I can't go to a physical location and sell my crystals there, I'll be doing it here. You guys are going to see a lot of my face. I hope that's okay. This is a rare guy. It's hard to find a fluorite like this in a sphere. It's hard to find fluorite in a sphere. Fluorite spheres are expensive. This one's special. This one has what looks like a purple flower in it. But so one of the things about selling crystals is you also have to price them according to how fancy they are, right? Some crystals are just what they are. Sometimes they're kind of special. This one's kind of special. I kind of want to keep it, but then like I can't keep them all. I want somebody else to enjoy it too. But this is called feather fluorite. Very rare. And it looks like it has a purple flower. Feather fluorite. See, this one's going to be pricey.
I want that one too.
I know, I kind of want to keep it. But look at that. It looks like it's got a flower in the middle.
Which one's how much?
And then it's green and... Okay. Hold on 1 second, bestie. This is 320 grams, so it's a heavier stone. $48. Like I said, this one will be a little more pricey just because of what it is, but it's a very rare stone. And the bottom, I feel like the camera and the lights just aren't doing these any justice, but you can see so deep into this crystal. You can see it going down into the crystal. There's no breaks, there's no cracks. I don't sell cracked and broken crystals, okay? So there's no breaks, there's no cracks. I hate that the camera always makes it look like there is. There is not. It is completely smooth. And if I do have a cracked or broken crystal, your mom wants it? Okay. It is yours. If I do have a cracked or broken crystal, I will sell them, but I always offer a discount. Okay, let's see. What else can we look at? What is our time frame looking like here, honey?
And it's 12:42.
Okay, we're gonna go for 1 hour. Let's see. Let me show. Oh my goodness. So this is also a rare. I try to have a little bit of everything. This is also kind of a rare piece. This is a mixture of 3 different minerals here. We've got quartz on the bottom. We've got red aventurine on the top. So this is actually, so aventurine is generally this color, right? Aventurine is green. Everybody knows aventurine is green aventurine, right? No, there's red aventurine. This is red aventurine with kiwi jasper and clear quartz on the bottom. Rare piece. Isn't that beautiful? There's that one. We've got, didn't I have another sunstone? Yes. Actually, I have 3. So I've got some sunstone. Sunstone is amazing for working with a better attitude, bringing out a better attitude. Right now, sunstone's really, really popular. A lot of people are doing the sunstone because of all of the solar flares that we've been dealing with. The sunstone kind of actually absorbs some of those. So I've got 2. I've got a sunstone tower that's so beautiful. I think that it's got a few little chips of moss agate in there. But look how gorgeous that sunstone is.
The ones that have a Super 7 tower.
I do not have a Super 7 tower. They are very, very expensive and hard to come by. I can look for one for you. Right now, I actually have no Super 7. I need to get some in. But that's okay. Autumn and I are going to go crystal shopping. So that's my favorite thing in the world to do. But, you know, I'm selling these off, so I've got to get more. Here is another one. Now, this one does have a little tiny bit of a chip on the top. So I would offer this one as a discount because of that chip that's right there at the top. But this is a beautiful piece. It's got some clear quartz right here. But see the different color?
Dean says thank you.
You're welcome, honey. So there's that. Okay. Here's some more of that red aventurine with the kiwi jasper. And this one has a little bit of moss agate at the bottom. Here's another one. I love the mixed minerals the most. Just, you get so much more from them. Here's a rare one. This is one that you don't see on the market too much. This is actually called fruit jasper. And I'll be honest, when I first got this, I thought it was fake because I've never seen this before. And I thought that it was fake. That is one thing that they do in the market, in the crystal market, is they are, because of all of the stuff out there, the acrylic and all of that, they're able to really, and clay, instead, like there's a new type of clay out there that is different than the clay I work with. It's like a resin clay. It looks like stone. It looks like rock, and it looks like stone, and it would be so easy to fake that. And I thought that this was fake at first because it does look like, it's called fruit jasper. Isn't it weird looking? I thought that it was fake. I thought that it was little pieces of clay and that they had just made it in, but it's real. It's a real stone. Not my favorite. The energy's kind of muddy. I won't be getting any more of this. I don't know if anybody is ever going to want this piece. The energy's kind of muddy. It's kind of, how would I describe the energy?
Lisa said it's so pretty.
You think it's pretty? The energies, for me, the energy is kind of muddy. So like, I wouldn't really count on this as a real healing stone. It's more like, just a conversation piece, or maybe, I don't know, maybe this is just a low energetic piece.
Ginger says it's pretty too.
Ginger likes it too. Yeah, it's fruit jasper, so that's what it looks like. And it's real. Let's see, what more can I show here? I'll show a few more, and then I'm going to pop off, and I'll be back in a couple days, you guys. Thank you so much for bearing with me through my very first one. Oh, which ones?
The one in the way back corner.
The one in the way back corner, the polychrome jasper? This one? Or this one? Oh, okay, this is ocean jasper. This is a more expensive piece, mainly because of the shape, but it's so gorgeous. Definitely is a little bit more on the pricey end just because of the shape and the quality of the stone. This is a very high quality stone, high quality piece. The cut, tell me that does not look like an island and the ocean.
Ginger wants to know how much for the kiwi tower.
For the kiwi tower. Okay, hold on, because I showed a few. So there was 3. Okay, so you got to show me which one, Sweet Pea. This one, this got the kiwi jasper. It's got like a big giant vein of that kiwi jasper going in. Kiwi jasper is good for bringing money. And then we've got
yes.
That one. Okay. All right, let me see. So this is one, huh?
She might be replying back to Dean's message. No, it was Lisa.
Okay. I can't read my own writing. Hold on one sec. Let me weigh this guy. 108. Okay, so this is 108 grams. That's pretty heavy for this little, but it is a nice and round and thick, chunky one. $16. It's got some, I want to say just like a little peak of
Ginger
flower
wants
agate.
it.
Huh?
She wants it.
This one's for Ginger?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Ginger. She's yours. Red aventurine and kiwi jasper, and there's some quartz at the bottom. So this is a combination of 3. And I love it when a tower has quartz on it because it amplifies the rest of the energies. So this one is going to bring stabilization, abundance, amplified.
How much was that one? How much was that one?
This one's 16.
Okay.
So I always round it down, like even if it's like 16.5 or 16.7, I'll round it down to the 16, always. Okay, what are we looking at for time?
We actually have 9 more minutes.
9 more minutes. Okay, let me show one more piece. Let's look at this. This is quartz with tourmaline in it, black tourmaline. So this is the only tourmaline I have right now. I need to get some more. It's on order. But this is rutilated quartz with tourmaline. Rutilated, what that means is that the crystal has chunks of other crystal in it that rutilates it, okay? So this one is a rutilated tourmaline quartz. So that protective, so what black tourmaline does that's different than onyx or obsidian is that it not only does it repel the negative energy, more so it transmutes the negative energy. So
Ruth wants to know how much.
Ruth wants to know how much is the ocean jasper I just showed. That one is $68. Yeah, that's a more expensive one. But the rutilated jasper, the rutilated quartz with the tourmaline actually transmutes the negative energy. So it doesn't just push it away, it actually absorbs it, turns it into a positive energy, and then expels it. That's transmutation.
Ginger and Lisa both loves it.
Isn't it? I love the black tourmaline too, just for the fact that it turns. I always say this. So black tourmaline turns a frown upside down. That's so dorky, I know. But seriously, it does. Also, white tourmaline. I do have one piece of white tourmaline, but I'm not quite ready to part with that yet. I'm still doing some blessings on it. And mind you, all of my pieces have been cleansed. I had to sage the crap out of this stuff when I brought it home from the store. Yeah. Because that was an antique shop and it had there was a lot of energies in there. But I always make sure that my stuff is cleansed and blessed. And then there's this little short one here. He's a cutie. But I love the tourmaline for the fact that it does change the mood in the room. So if you own a piece of black tourmaline jewelry, if you don't, you should, because you can change the energy in a room just by walking into a room wearing black tourmaline. White tourmaline does the same thing, but black tourmaline's super really strong with it. It's like if you're wearing a piece of tourmaline and you walk into a room and it's like weird vibes, like heavy vibes, or people are angry or even just anxious in the room, that tourmaline will switch the vibe up in the room for everybody. They won't know why. They'll just think that you're a fun person to be around. They'll just think like you have the best energy ever because you come around them and they feel better, and it's because you're wearing the black tourmaline. No, it could be because you're a fun person too.
Laura says hi.
Hi, Laura.
And Lady Divine says hi.
Lady D. Long time no see, sweetheart. So happy to see you. Okay.
Lisa and Meg wear the same thing around their
Yes,
necklace.
that is so good. So you must have already known that then, Lisa. All right, I'm going to show one more piece. This is a rhodochrosite. This is one of my favorites. Love this. This is for people who are trying to maintain healthy relationships, trying to maintain healthy heart spaces. If you have a difficult family members or difficult child or difficult whatever, this is the one you use when you're working through the emotions that are attached to that kind of thing. This is rhodochrosite.
Dean wants to know if you have a pure quartz tower.
I do. I do. I have a few of them. Okay, let's see. I'll grab 3 for now. Okay. This one's kind of more on the smoky quartz side, but we'll look at it. Okay, so this is the biggest one I've got, Dean. This one is 316 grams. And this one's got some angel aura in it, meaning that it's got see that kind of special flash that you see coming through the side? It looks like the energy's going down through it and like, I don't know how to explain it, but you can see the lines, the striations. You can see the direction of the energy flow. So there's this guy, and it's got angel aura on the back as well, right here and here. Okay, there's that one. Then there's this one, which is a little bit shorter. This one is, oh my gosh, I can't read my own writing, 210 grams. He's got a little bit of an offcut right there. See, now this one doesn't have those lines going down through it. There's no angel aura on this one. Let me show you the diff. Can you see that shine, that flash that's on this one? That's angel aura coming through in some sections. This one doesn't have that. This is just clear. And then I've got one that's a little bit more smoky. And this one is 184. And no angel aura on this one. It's just like that. But it does have some really cool inclusions and striations you can see in the middle of there. So what looks like cracks and stuff, that's not cracks, that's lines going through.
The third one, please.
This one?
The third one, yeah.
Okay. This one is 184. Let me see here. I'll give you a price on her. $27. Okay. This is Dean's new baby. Okay, put this over there by his other two. Thank you, Dean. I'll put these babies back. Oh, don't be shaking like that. Okay, I'm just gonna show you guys one more before I go today.
Thank you, Ginger.
And my niece is amazing. She's the best. Look at this guy. Whoa. This is a giant green aventurine. Isn't he pretty? He's got some extra shine to the side here. So there's, gosh, I swear my lights don't do it any justice to these crystals. It's so much better to see him in person. Trust me, he's got a lot of sparkle on this guy. There's a lot of sparkle. Yes, I have the best prices around, and that's why people keep coming back to me. Right, bestie? I actually want you guys to get the medicine. I actually want you guys to use the crystals for what their purpose is for. So I'm not going to overprice because I'm not greedy. I actually want you guys to get the same effects, the same healing effects that I did. So I'm going to make it to where you guys can get them. I'm not making huge profits off it, but that's not my whole point here, right? My point is to heal the world. Okay, guys. I have so many more beautiful pieces to show you. I'll be back in 2 days to do it again. So I'm going to make my regular crystal live sales Mondays and Wednesdays and Saturdays. Okay? Because I still want to do my readings.
Lady Divine wants to get with you later.
Okay, honey. Get a hold of me, sweetheart, through Messenger. Okay? And I'll be looking for you. So anyways, just real quickly. So tomorrow I'll be coming back to do my readings. I'm also going to do like a revamp on the drawing thing. I need everyone to actually submit for the drawing so that I can actually do it and get the stuff sent out to you guys, because that got pushed off the back burner when my son transitioned and everything. But I'll still be doing my readings on Tuesdays and Fridays, my class on Sunday for tarot. But I'm going to be doing my live sales on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. So I'll be back in 2 days. I'll get with you, Lisa, and Dean, and get some contact information, and so I can get your babies off to you.
And Ginger wants to know your Facebook page.
Ginger, my Facebook page is Crystal Jade. Crystal Jade. So you'll see my picture on there, but it's just Crystal Jade. You're so welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining. This was so much fun, and my first sale was a huge success, and I'm so excited to do it again. So I'll be back in 2 days, and I don't know if we'll do it exactly the same way as this. This was a trial and error thing, I think we did okay.
I think so too.
Thank you so much, you guys. I can't wait to see you in a couple days. Have an amazing rest of your Monday. I'll actually see you guys tomorrow. I'll be doing readings tomorrow, but we'll be doing the sale again in a couple days. And think of anything that you guys that you need, that you're interested in. If I don't have it, I'll get it for you. I'll be back at noon, same time, noon Pacific Eastern time. So over in the UK, it's like 7 o'clock at night. I'll be back at noon on Wednesday, and I'll see you guys then. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. It'll be in the evening. So I don't know if I'll be able to see my friends from the UK tomorrow evening. I'll be doing readings tomorrow, but I have a busy day ahead tomorrow, so I won't be able to pop on until tomorrow evening to do readings, but I will see you guys then. Okay, guys, lifting you all in abundant and divine love and light. Blessed be. Thank you so much. I feel super blessed. All right, see you guys in a few days. Bye-bye. I really don't know how to end the live. Yeah, okay. Bye, guys.